Welcome to Dump Truck Toolbox. I'm Alan, and today we're going to continue to talk about what it takes to start a hauling business. We're going to focus in on two personal characteristics: family background and being knocked off the path. In my previous video, I talked about how personality, especially conscientiousness and drive to achieve, can impact starting a hauling business. Today, I want to focus on two other personal characteristics. The first one is family background. People who start a business often have someone close to them who has also started a business or run a business. The strongest link is if you have a mother or a father who has been an entrepreneur. Other family members, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, uh, can also uh, set you up to start your own business. Uh, to a lesser extent, friends and uh, people you've worked with can also have an impact. There are two ways having a family member who's an entrepreneur can compel you to start a hauling business. First of all, you've seen the benefits. You've seen the freedom. You've seen the financial rewards. You've seen the pleasure of building something from the ground up and then running it successfully. And so that can really motivate you to start a business. But the second thing that having a family member as an entrepreneur can do for you is it can actually give you a good role model, a good mentor for what you need to do. What are the steps you need to take? What are the skills you need? What are the pitfalls to watch out for? The second personal characteristic is being knocked off the path. What I mean by this is someone who has had some major life trauma. It could be something in your personal or family life. Maybe you've had a difficult childhood. Maybe you have a relationship that didn't turn out like you wanted it to. The being knocked off the path could come in your job. Maybe you got laid off. Maybe the company you were working for went out of business or decided to outsource people who worked in your job. The third way you might get knocked off the path is to be forced to move. An immigrant, for example, who maybe is in a country where they were persecuted or uh, daily living was unsafe because of war or famine or economic hardship. So these are all dark reasons. Something blows up in your relationships, you lose your job, you're forced to move to another country. But what these experiences do is they shake things up. You no longer just keep going down the same path, putting one foot in front of the other, cashing your paycheck, paying your bills. Uh, Things aren't working. And it causes you, first of all, to make some difficult choices. And secondly, it shows you that maybe you can't rely on playing by the rules, sticking to the path that you found yourself on. You got to go find your own path. Maybe you have to create a brand new path. One of the paths you can often choose is to start your own business. And so there are a multitude of ways that you may be motivated to start your hauling business. I've started a couple of businesses in my life, and sometimes it's gone well, sometimes it really hasn't gone all that well. I would love to hear your story of why you started a hauling business or why you're thinking of starting a hauling business. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the Dump Truck Toolbox. Hit the like button if you found today's video useful or interesting. And our focus is going to shift in the next video in this series. And we're going to start talking about some of the other things you need to start a hauling business. So as always, I appreciate you tuning in. And I hope you join me again soon on the Dump Truck Toolbox.